All right, so a little while ago installed an oil pressure gauge, and it's not been working right. I think there's an air bubble in there or something. So we are going to put in a GlowShift sandwich adapter between the oil filter housing and the oil filter, and we're gonna see if that does it any better. So here's the adapter we're going to put in there. So this guy goes up first, and then this screws in. This is actually bigger than a 24 wrench, so I'm going to snug it up there. So I want to do a dry run first. I think you can put the pressure gauge on any one of these ports, and then it's got little plugs in there for which you don't need. So I'm going to do a little quick dry run to see which plug would be best to put the sensor in, and then I'll take it back out. All right, so doing the dry run, you can basically fit this anywhere you want, and then just tighten up the nut. So you can put it in any, if you need these ports to face in any direction. I think I'm going to use this port right here, and then we'll go back to reinstall it. So I got the new oil pressure gauge on this. This is the GlowShift kit for the temperature and the oil pressure. If you see, it's already got on the thread, so you don't have to put the nylon. And let's go ahead and get this thing installed. So this is all the oil we actually lost. So I didn't dump this out, so I'm just going to refill it a little bit. So I obviously did not lose hardly any oil, not by draining it. As you can see, it's already full. So all right, we're going to stick this oil filter back up. It's only got about 600 miles on it. So all right, so I've got the new water temperature sensor done in, the oil pressure's in, so let's do some wiring. So let's get all the old wiring out and get the new wiring in. I was going to put this temperature sensor here, but I decided to just keep it right here. This little interference with the hood, so I think it might be better just to keep it over here. Okay, so I got the wiring all done. Kind of interesting. If you see the instructions, red for a switched, yellow for constant. I tried to do, I wasn't really sure, so I went yellow first. This is this blue wire is going straight to the cigarette lighter. So I'm plugging into the cigarette lighter power source. I tried just doing yellow, it didn't work. Tried to do red, it didn't work. And then I combined both of them, did work. So I got black going to a ground over here on the side. This orange is for a switched headlamp. So I'm not even gonna mess with that. And everything works. So we're gonna button it all up. So here's how I deal with this. It's a super loose fit. How do you control it? I use this double-sided masking tape. It's the same that you would use for like a golf club. I'll wrap it around here, get it so it can't fit in there almost, really tight, and then I'll peel off one of the layers and then use some lighter fluid and then put it in, and then the lighter fluid evaporates, and then it's stuck in there. All right, so I've got 2 wraps, and then the 3rd wrap I've taken the outer layer off. I'll put some lighter fluid on it. It'll get all gooey. I'll put it in, and then the lighter fluid will evaporate. It'll stick in there. Now once you put it in, there's no going back. So I got to put the wires in the back side, and you got to do this all at once. Not at once, but you have to plug it in, then put it in, and then you can pull the wires out to make it nice and neat. All right, all installed. So here's what it looks like. Does a little count up, back down to 0, and then actual. So let's go take a ride. I'd say taking it on a test drive. This is actually the second test drive. The first one, you know, the oil pressure was kind of really hovering around 50, 48, maybe 49. Now, yeah, I think we're getting better true readings. I think it just needed a oil workway system. Anyway, you know, get gas on the pedal goes up to almost 50, but then you know, idle comes down to about 28 or so. So I'm coming up in a stop sign here and kind of just watch it. So that's normal. Those are good readings. Temperature's coming up to speed. Again, just test drive. And happy with it. I like it. You know, I went kind of cheap with some eBay and Amazon. Finally got the GlowShift, and I like it. You can change these the color. I like the white. I think it's less intrusive, and you can go, you know, all kind of different colors on the digital readout. But I like this. So not having, I mean, already having the connections done at the oil pressure and the temperature for the water makes it a lot easier. So definitely a buy. It's a little more expensive gauge versus what you can find out there for cheap on eBay and such, but I think it was well worth it.